200 kilometers of racing faced the riders on stage 3 of the Dubai Tour, heading across the desert and along the eastern coast towards the finish at Aqah. One for the sprinters maybe, however things wouldn't be as straightforward out on the road. A small breakaway containing Luca Pibernik, Loic Vliegen, Alex Dowsett and Mark Christian got away after 20 kilometers, and their lead was over 4 minutes by the time they reached the first intermediate sprint at kilometer 38, Dowsett claiming the points and 3 bonus seconds. The wind would play a considerable role midway through the stage. Crashes and crosswinds formed several echelons on the straight desert roads in scenes reminiscent of the now defunct Tour of Qatar. Race leader Marcel Kittel was suddenly fighting in the third group on the road. The peloton reformed after some 40 kilometres of hard battling, with Kittel showing a nasty war wound. What went on in those echelons? This gesture gives an indication, and we'd find out the whole story later on. With the race hitting the coast and the wind playing somewhat less of a factor, the gap to the break was down to 2.5 minutes, and it took quite a bit of work for the peloton to close things down. Our escapees held on until the second intermediate sprint with 17 kilometres to go, Dowsett once again crossing the line first. A sprint was well on the cards by now, with the peloton under the guidance of Trek, Quickstep and Sky now noticeably raising the pace. This was no easy finish by any means, and there was only a handful of kilometres to run when the remnants of the break were finally absorbed. Down to the sprint, and in the absence of some other big names, it was Reinhard Janci van Rensburg who was barrelling to the line in pursuit of victory, but John Degenkolb in that recognisable punchy style pipped the South African to the line and took a maiden win for his new team, Trek Segafredo. Here's the top 10 on the stage. Van Rensburg boldly launching early but beaten eventually into second, with Sonny Colbrelli in third. Race leader Kittel took 11th on the day, and we soon saw how that nasty cut came about. Astana's Andrei Grivko had hit the German sprinter amid the crosswind chaos. Astana then apologised after the stage, but Kittel was not in a forgiving mood at that point, and the race organisers took the decision to disqualify Grivko from the race for misconduct. A sour outcome from what was ultimately a very exciting stage. Kittel retains an 8-second lead in the overall standings as we go into a decisive 4th stage tomorrow and the brutally steep uphill finish at the Hatter Dam. We've seen some decent sized time splits up here in the past. Can anyone topple the battle-hardened German from the top of the standings? Come back tomorrow for our race report. You can subscribe to the channel by clicking on the globe to make sure you don't miss any of the action. In the meantime, you can catch up on yesterday's highlights here, and to find out how a champion sprinter trains, check out Dan's video with the man of the moment, Marcel Kittel.